All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to be talking about the Seattle Seahawks. They just blew out the New York Giants on the road in extremely embarrassing fashion. If you haven't seen it already, you'll see it tomorrow morning. Daniel Jones, Brian Dable, the Giants are in complete shambles. And I don't want to hear it, oh, it's the New York Giants. They've had 10 days to prep for this football game. They were at home. Geno Smith, if I tell you, if you didn't watch this game and I told you Geno Smith threw for 110 yards, you'd look at me and be like, wow, they got blown out. This was a defensive masterclass. Offensively, they didn't really need to do anything. Devon Witherspoon, the rookie, pick six, all over the field with sacks, hitting guys. We talked about it all summer. This guy loves to hit. He loves to hit. He seeks it out, and you just don't see that type of energy. You don't see that type of football players anymore. I mean, it's 2023. People are afraid to hit. Devon Witherspoon, this Seattle Seahawks defense, 11 total sacks, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and then the defensive touchdown with Devon Witherspoon's almost 100-yard pick six. Folks, I remember when the Seahawks lost week 1 to the Los Angeles Rams, and I had all these haters going back on my videos that I made this summer saying, the Seahawks are still going to Seahawk. Look, man, they made so many improvements on the defensive side. Offensively, they were top 10 last season. They were projected to win maybe 4, maybe 5 football games. They went 9-8. They made the playoffs. Their defense was what hurt them. 1 week into the season, I got all these haters in my comments saying, it's week 1. They have so many new faces on the defensive side, and we're going to talk about everything from tonight's game. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Seahawks fans, boy, oh boy, I know you guys are amped up right now. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. But guys, if we could try and get this video to 500 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. It just feels so good to see this defense come together and just put up a masterclass performance. A masterclass performance. They gave up 30 to the Rams in week 1. They gave up 31 to Detroit in week 2. They gave up 27 to Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers week 3. And everybody's still sitting back here saying, I just don't see the hype. I don't see it defensively. We're saying, give it time, give it time, give it time. All of these new additions. Bobby Wagner. He had almost 20 tackles tonight. He had almost 20 tackles tonight. He's 33 years old. He had 2 sacks. The guy was all over the field, the leader of that linebacker group and the defense in general. OG, Julian Love, the revenge game. I remember making Giants videos last summer, everyone saying, I'm glad Julian Love's gone. Trick the film, check Julian Love. I'm well familiar with him from his tenure at Notre Dame. And I'm thinking to myself, why on earth would you be happy losing Julian Love? He is versatile, and he knows how to play football. He was all over the field tonight against his former team, but Devon Witherspoon, drafted so early, everyone's thinking, maybe it's going to take him a little bit of time. This dude said, psych. He said, psych, pick 6 tonight, but it didn't end just there. He had his first ever NFL sack. He also followed that up with another sack. Like we were saying, the dude loves to hit, and I think it's indicative of this Seattle Seahawks team, this Seattle Seahawks culture. They're missing pieces offensively. They're missing pieces defensively. Is the offense perfect? Absolutely not. They didn't really need to do too much. Kenneth Walker III is still Kenneth Walker III. I want to see JSN more involved in the offense. I want healthy offensive linemen. This team cannot catch a break with health on the offensive line, but they're still getting the job done. Dude, they are loaded. And they're coming into a bye week, which is so important because of all these injured players. And speaking of injured players, Jamal Adams, I feel so bad for the guy. Hopefully we get an update sooner rather than later. I just feel for him. He hasn't played football in over a year, and hopefully he can come back healthy. He only lasted 9 plays tonight. But Devon Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, Quandre Diggs with the interception. I mean, it's hard to even paint the picture for how this game went. I mean, Danny Dimes, Vanilla Vic as they call him. The dude had nothing. They had absolutely nothing. Now, I get it. The New York Giants are injured. They also have an injured offensive line. But if you can't tell the reoccurring theme, 1 month into the season, everybody's injured. If you're playing, you're not hurt. You're injured. If you're playing, you got no excuses. In Seattle's defense, 11 sacks. 11 sacks. They just embarrassed the New York Giants prime time on the road. Everyone's going to bring up that Dallas Cowboys game from week 1. I don't even give a rat's ass. Context to me does not matter in the slightest. The New York Giants, I think, are still a respectable football team. Obviously, this season has not gone how I thought they would. But the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, if Giants fans are going to be fired up. People are going to want people fired. People are going to want Danny Dimes cut. People are going to start looking into quarterbacks this upcoming season. The Seattle Seahawks defense, this culture, man, they're so aggressive. Legion of Boom 2.0, as people have been saying all summer. These guys are making plays. So let's go through the 11 sacks. And Nwosu, super underrated, forced fumble along with 2 sacks. Jordan Brooks with 2 sacks. I think Jordan Brooks is one of the most underrated linebackers in the entire National Football League. And that torn ACL at the end of last year, I think really hurt his stock. I think a lot of people kind of forgot about him. Bobby Wagner, 2 sacks. Devon Witherspoon, 2 sacks. Mario Edwards with a forced fumble and a sack to begin the game pretty much. Miles Adams with a sack. Every player was eating. 24-3 victory on the road. And to just make things better, you're heading into a bye week. We were talking about this summer. I called the Seattle Seahawks to win the NFC West. People saying, oh, you're crazy. It's not disrespectful to the Niners. I'm trying to pay my respect to the Seattle Seahawks team. Literally, they were projected 4 wins last season, and they won 9, made the playoffs, and were beating San Francisco at halftime on the road with a healthy Brock Purdy. And at that point in time, Seattle was clearly, by far, because of that defense and the addition of CMC, the best team in the National Football League, and they were head-to-head. They were toe-to-toe. One thing as well with Seattle, we have yet to see the offense click. You know, they put up 37 against Carolina and Detroit, but I genuinely don't think this offense has clicked to the degree that they're capable of. We talked about JSN, getting JSN going. Kenneth Walker III has done Kenneth Walker III things. Geno Smith did get injured or a little banged up in the end of the second quarter, and Mr. Drew Lock comes in. It's Lock O'Clock throws a beautiful dime to Noah Fant. He finished 2 of 6 for 63 yards. But as Pete Carroll was saying, I feel fully faithful. If Geno Smith needs to miss some time, miss some drives, I have full faith. I have full confidence in my boy Drew Lock. These guys love each other. They're having a blast. They're united. This is a special football team, man. And I'm not trying to just blow hot air here. I'm not trying to blow smoke. This is a special team. They have yet to get going, and that's what's so beautiful about it. They're sitting here at 3-1 heading into your bye week, and your offense has yet to even hit the tip of the iceberg coming off back-to-back weeks, putting up 37. Don't look at the offense from tonight. The offense didn't really need to do much. They defensively dominated this game, and that's why they are a huge force, not only in the NFC West, not only in the NFC, but to every team that crosses their path. All right, that's it for tonight. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. But guys, most importantly, Seahawks fans, NFL fans from around the world, around the country, give me your thoughts on this game. I want to hear a confidence scale heading into the bye week for the legitimacy and a deep playoff threat for this Seattle Seahawks team. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night. We will definitely be breaking down this game more in depth as the week goes on. So we will see you